Alright everybody, so we have some news that dropped overnight. Unfortunately I was asleep, so I'm kind of running late to this, but we got a bunch of teasers to all the events that are going to be coming out during the 8th anniversary. So we have 2 story events right here, actually 3 story events, and then we have a little teaser of the new hard event. Surprisingly, it seems like it's going to be another event against the Shadow Dragon, so that's kind of interesting. And then we have the new battlefield announced. So let's go ahead and just start from the top. So this seems like an event that's going to be going through like the people that Goku turned into friends. I don't know, that's basically what I'm, because like all these villains, like they are villains, but Piccolo eventually became a friend, Vegeta, obviously, and the androids also became allies slash friends, and then Nova, for his short-lived period after fighting Goku, turned into his friend too. So I feel like that's, I don't have translations exactly what this is, but this is a support memory from the fight against Piccolo Jr. This is like one of the very first like animations I feel like we have in game from that fight, so this is gonna be a really cool support memory. We shall see what it I guess has per se, like what it's gonna do in terms of buffing and something. I feel like it's gonna have something related to Goku. It's gonna be something like, oh, if you have a Goku on the team, you get this and this type of buff, and if you don't have a Goku on the team, you'll just only get this. So we shall see. And also, I'm also just wondering if like it's only a support memory from this event. There's not gonna be any like units. We'll see. Now this other event is like the friendships, I guess, that Goku has made, like Yamcha, Krillin. I mean, Gohan's obviously his kid, but and then we have Hercule there at the end. Now, surprisingly, this Hercule was shown off during the live stream that they did a couple days ago, in the fan meet live stream, and I think in that live stream he was AGL, and it was kind of surprising that they made him AGL because we already have the other AGL free-to-play Hercule from the worldwide download celebration during it's like 2 years ago? Wait, no, that's 3 years ago. Damn, it feels old. Anyways, so yeah, he's from that. So I guess they changed him to physical because they probably realized also that he's you know, why would we need another AGL Hercule? But I think he's leading. I think this is Warriors Raised on Earth, I think. Could be wrong, but yeah. We shall see what this Hercule is. I mean, honestly, just him being a Hercule is not really interesting me that much, just because of the fact that he's not going to have that many good categories, and he's a free-to-play character, so it's like, unless they finally wake up and realize that, like, oh hey, we have to make these free-to-play characters, like, absolutely broken, either in terms of support or in terms of defense, like, no one's going to want to farm these guys up. And I understand, like, they make you farm them up for the missions and stuff like that, but it's like, don't you want people to use the free-to-play characters? I don't know. Now, this other event here, this seems to be an event that goes through, I guess, the lifetime of, or the life of Kid, or like just Buu. Like, I guess we're gonna start off when Kid Buu was first a thing, killed all the Kais, then he was, you know, put back, and then we're gonna go back like through Majin Buu all the way up to Oob. Like, we're probably gonna get all the way up to that eventually. Now, another thing from this event, another questionable character, is we're having another LR Babidi. Now, I kind of hope this is just like a Babidi, like just an LR Babidi, like no one else is with him. I highly doubt it will be though, but it's like, if we go here, what is the fastest way to get to this guy? I guess through here maybe? I guess legendary power. No. I should have probably pulled this up beforehand. Are they on Majin Power? I don't think they are on Majin Power. Yeah, they're not, because Babidi's in the card. I guess let's go to Buu Saga. So, yeah, here we go. So we already have a Babidi and Deborah, so I don't think it's gonna be them. And we already have a Babidi and Majin Buu, so I don't think it's gonna be them. And it can't be a Babidi in like Kid Buu, I don't think, unless they're gonna go for a what if card, because you know he wasn't alive past that point. So yeah, a part of me makes me think that this guy is just gonna be like just an LR Babidi, which could be interesting because you know Babidi is like a wizard type thing, so it's like it could be interesting if this LR just like his main like he doesn't do damage. His main focus is like, I don't know, let's say dodging or using some type of spell per se to like make him not take damage, and then he's just like his main focus is like applying debuffs or buffing allies. Like that's all he does. You literally just throw him on the team. It's kind of like, what's her name? Like Chile. Chile doesn't do any damage, but she can hold her own in terms of dodging, defense, healing, scouter, like all those things. Like, so yeah, that's the only time I'll be happy with this. But if this is just another like Babidi and Buu, or Babidi, Deborah, and Buu, like all three of them or something, like I don't know. I feel like they could have picked someone else to be the LR, or the free-to-play LR. And lastly, this is probably the biggest one. We have a teaser of the new difficult event. Now for this one, I actually do have translations. Shout out to Garesh on Twitter. So the translation is, the new difficulty event's coming. It's called The Wishes Backfire ? Birth of the Shadow Dragons. Face off against the incredibly difficult Shadow Dragons who utilize a variety of abilities. Clear all of the missions to obtain a new unique title. So we're probably going to get a title similar to the one from the previous worldwide download celebration. Clear all of the stages that will be added throughout the 8th anniversary. To complete the support memory, Shenron becomes an enemy. So based on the new unique title, I feel like this event's going to be more similar to where is it? Let's go find it. It's see this one, the Fighting Spirit of Saiyans Pride of Wicked Blood. I feel like it's gonna be a stage like this where it's gonna ask you to clear with new units, and as unfortunate as I say this, I feel like, you know, there's gonna be like characters that have advantages against this. Now, like best case scenario, it's kind of like a rehash of Red Zone, where it's just straight up difficulty. There's no like extreme skews in difficulty if you don't have the new characters, or if you have the new characters. Like I feel like that's just annoying. Like just make the boss difficult and just make him that difficult against every character. Not like, oh hey, if you bring the brand new shiny unit, they'll completely destroy the event. Like I'm not saying that this event wasn't beatable, but it's just like, I don't know, I don't want Dokkan to go down that path, because I feel like if they do, eventually we will get to a point where we'll start having events where you are going to need the brand new unit, otherwise nothing's going to work. So I just don't want them to go down that path. And then lastly, the support memory, I have no idea what this is going to buff. Like Shenron becomes an enemy, because usually these hard events, they're usually the support memories that give a lot of like stats. Like they give like permanent 10% attack and defense. So like my best guess would be like this is like 10 or 15% attack and defense to like Shadow Dragons, or to just the Shadow Dragon Saga. I feel like if it's the Shadow Dragon Saga like characters, cool. But if they're gonna like, I don't know, let's say later in the celebration they add like a LR Omega that leads the Shadow Dragon team, just the Shadow Dragon, and this support memory buffs them, like yeah, it would be nice, but it's like, it's not like the Shadow Dragon Saga is that big. So like you could have just, I feel like they could just make this like 10 or 15% attack and defense to Shadow Dragons Saga like allies, and then like characters that have Shenron in their name, like so Sin Shenron, Omega Shenron, Nova Shenron, like all those characters, they get +1 key, because that's what they did with the other ones, where it's like the one from this event, well actually, was it from this event? No, the one I'm thinking of is from the Red Zone. Here, let's go pull it up. the one from the Wicked Bloodline Red Zone. So this one, cooler one right here. Basically, you get 10% attack and defense to Wicked Bloodline enemy or allies, and then any cooler that's on the team gets +1 key for I think 6 turns. So yeah, I feel like it'll be something along those lines. I just hope there's not like advantageous characters and disadvantageous characters. I feel like that will cause another controversy like the other event did. And lastly, we have the brand new Battlefield. Now, I really enjoy these like special either anniversary or worldwide download ones, because I feel like these ones are always like a little more fun. Like the theme about them, it's not just a bunch of random enemies like compiled together. They're always very nice. Now, I did see a bunch of people saying like, "Oh, Namek Goku is like right here." Guess what this means? It means that Namek Goku is gonna be an LR next turn. Now, I do feel like, as sad as this sounds, I do think that like my current predictions right now that Part 2 is actually not gonna have any villains. My prediction is that like Part 2 is gonna be another like continuation of the Spirit Bomb theme, and the only ones, there's like 4, I mean there's 5 that come to mind, but one of them already has an LR. The one that comes to mind is this guy, his Spirit Bomb against Frieza. Then there's the Spirit Bomb that he uses against Turles. Then we have Trunks with the Spirit of Hope, or Sword of Hope Spirit Bomb. And then the last 2 that I have in mind is obviously the Universal Survival Saga Spirit Bomb against Jiren. And the very last one that already has an LR is the Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku against Android 13. Now, I don't think they're going to do another LR of that guy. I think if anything, that guy might just easy A during the celebration. But we'll see. But yeah, I definitely enjoy these. I mean, at the same time, as I'm talking about Goku here, Kid Buu and Omega are right here as well. So, you know, don't put it too far that like Part 2 is going to be like 2 Carnival LRs that are, you know, Kid Buu and Shenron. So, who knows, man? We'll see. But yeah, that's all for the teasers. I think they're oh yeah, last thing. They did announce that there's gonna be a maintenance today. Well, it says Friday, but I think that's like for because that's Japan time, I think. So for us, it'll be like probably somewhere around nighttime on the 26th today. There will most likely be a data download either during, like while this maintenance is going on, or right after it finishes. I'll try my best to cover it when it like drops immediately, but there's a chance I might not, so we'll see how it goes. But nonetheless, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are excited for any of these like free-to-play characters or the support memories that are coming out. Let me know what you guys think about the new difficult event, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.